It's actually been a really long time since we've done a Q&A, so we're really excited to answer your questions.
We're Nat and Abby. This is Bear and Peluche. And this is our van, Towanda. After 2 years of traveling coast to coast of North America, we're making some changes to our off-grid tiny home. Join us every week as we make a little progress and a lot of mishaps.
Y'all, we're about to end this video with a rap video.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Happy Sunday, friends. We love starting the day with all of you.
We do.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, it's not morning for us. This is probably whiskey, not coffee. Yeah, definitely whiskey.
There's actually a reason for that. We think that 1 cup of whiskey is going to be the perfect amount to help loosen us up so that we can answer these questions naturally and honestly.
It's actually been a really long time since we've done a Q&A, so we're really excited to answer your questions.
Actually, I think we're more excited about the truth or dare at the end. You guys gave us some really good challenges.
Y'all aren't ready for that. You're ready for that.
Be sure you stick around and watch until the end because you do not want to miss this.
Yeah, we went all out on one dare. We went all out.
Let's get to the question.
Yeah, let's get going.
Our first question is from CL Robert 5. What inspired you to do van life individually?
Well, I got inspired years before we took off. I actually met Andrew Knapp. He travels with his dog Momo. Some of you may know him on Instagram. He's got a couple of books out with his dog. He just got another dog. He just came through Charleston, and I met him through a mutual friend, and we sat and drank wine and talked about his life, and it really struck me just the way he was able to live minimally and travel everywhere, and he had so many amazing stories and was just very, very happy, and I was intrigued by it, and so I revisited that idea when I met Abby.
And I was a big traveler. I studied abroad twice in college, went on lots of trips. Natalie brought the idea of van life to me. I immediately said yes. I knew it was something that I wanted to do because travel has been such a big part of my life.
We acted pretty quick after that, and yeah,
here we are now.
Here we are.
This next question is from both SS and Kimberly Knight. Best boondocking site in the U.S. and the most unique location you've ever been to. Natalie, you want to start this one off?
Sure, Abigail. That's a hard question. That's a really hard question, and we can't truly say that there's one specific because every place we've been is so unique, you know, has a different energy and different vibe to it. So one that stands out, I would say Saline Valley Hot Springs outside of Death Valley. Yeah. So Abby and I trekked 50 miles down a dirt road. It took us 6 hours to get there, but it's this unbelievable oasis that has running water, and you can camp there as long as you want if you can get there.
You know, it might be the best boondocking site and the most unique location all in one because it literally has everything. It's just an adventure to get there, and I think that makes it really one of a kind.
Yeah, good question.
This next one is from Mecca and Leash. What are your travel plans once you're back on the road? This is a 2-part question. So our general travel plan is always to chase temperate weather. So since we will be hitting the road in summer, our plan is to head north along the East Coast. Yeah. Ending up in Acadia National Park in Maine because that's on our bucket list. We have to go. And then from there, we will head west. And then our grand future plan, why don't you tell them about that?
Our grand future plan is to, hopefully, when everything starts opening back up, we're going to be doing the Pan-American Highway. So we are going to be going to Alaska and all the way down to Argentina. That is the goal. About to have our second shot to be vaccinated. So hopefully, between that and when things start opening, we can start taking this trip. It probably won't be till 2022, so we're going to enjoy the U.S. And slow down a lot in the U.S. for a while until that happens.
Yeah. Brianna is interested in getting a van and wants to know from us, what is the best way to obtain a van, or what was your experience getting yours? We searched on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace for a couple of weeks looking at different vans.
So we actually went to the towing company to look at a different van that was in better shape, but he happened to have a Sprinter, and it was very important to us to be able to stand up.
It was out of our budget at first. You guys, you just got to talk to people, open up, and be willing to negotiate.
Tell them what you're doing. You know, a lot of people get excited when they hear that you are converting, you know, it to a camper, and they want to help you out. There's also Van Life Trader on Instagram, which I've seen is pretty cool. You should check that out because they always have some built-out vans that are really gnarly, depending on if you want to, you know, not have to do it yourself. Because I won't recommend it, but it will be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Natalie wants to know, how long do you now plan to keep this van? That's an easy one.
Oh,
forever!
Girl, we ain't getting rid of this
forever.
thing. We've gutted this. We spent 2 years in this thing and rebuilt the whole thing a second time, and we've got so many memories and just so much blood and sweat and tears into
We're
this thing.
attached.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. Dylan Thomas asked us about settling down in the future. He wants to know, would you buy a parcel of woodland and build your own off-grid homestead? Or would you buy a fixer-upper and then turn it into your home, restaurant, studio, workshop?
Oh, that's a really cool question.
It's like you already know us because we're literally on the fence of those two things.
We already talk about like our permanent home. We're still rebuilding this one. We're like already like, ooh, what about our tiny home in the future?
Do you want to live out in the woods on a couple acres, no neighbors in sight,
a couple of goats?
Yeah, have like a little like rescue farm or something.
No, the plan is to keep the van on the land and live in the van while we are building out our homestead. As far as if we're going to build it ourselves, I don't know. We'll see how we feel when that time comes.
Yeah.
Definitely we'll have a studio for Abby, and I'll have a dope-ass kitchen and a koi fish pond.
We have a lot of dreams.
So this question is from Sheila, and her question is, have you both always been creative, and how does your creative expression add to your lives?
Yes, I've always been creative. As a little kid, I was that girl who you give them a sheet of coloring paper, you fill in the lines. I turn that thing over and draw whatever I want on the back. That was me. I've always been creative. I color outside the lines. I make up my own lines. And yeah, I've enjoyed everything from sketching to sculpture, photography, clearly. I mean, everything. If it's creative, I'm into it.
So my mother was an artist, and she did a lot of paintings and drawing, so I got into drawing and did it for years and years. I actually went to college for studio art and photography, which is really funny. Yeah, I was also very theatrical growing up. I was never in drama in school or anything, but I remember like home videos of me acting out plays and stuff, and and doing cooking videos on my own, which is really funny.
You were meant to be on camera.
I'm an introvert, which is maybe hard to believe, but I am, so it's a little bit interesting to see that, that social media and being on camera was something that ended up being part of my life. I'm left-handed. I've always had the creative mind. How is it the creative expression added to my life? I mean, I think it is who I am. If I didn't have a way to express myself through cooking or writing poetry, I don't really know what would be the purpose of my life.
Yeah, I think I also would feel really at a loss without being able to express myself creatively. It enriches my life to like 100%.
Okay, so Zainab Tarunk, I'm so sorry if I butchered your name, says, what is your favorite books and why? I'm going to let Abby answer that one.
I'm more of the reader between the two of us.
Yes, I'm more of the music listener. My favorite's The Alchemist, though.
Peter Pan, because it's a classic.
It's a good one.
The book has so many just beautiful, poignant moments that it's definitely worth a read. It's an easy read because it's made for children, but that doesn't mean there isn't something there for you to get from it as an adult.
Where the Wild Things Are. That's a great book for talking about kids' books.
This one's from Abigail Morrison, who asks, would you be willing to make a Spotify playlist and share it with your community?
I would love to do that, Abigail. Of course I will. I love music. It's part of my life every single day. You guys see me with headphones on the whole time I'm building.
Natalie is the DJ of the two of us. Whenever we need tunes, she puts on the best tunes, and she makes the best playlists.
Let me get you a little setup, and I'll drop it in the description for this video, so you can have it.
Check it out. Kayla Hahn also has a question about interacting with our community here on YouTube. Do you guys ever meet up with subscribers, like take a hike together or cook some food together?
Absolutely, we're open to it.
Yeah, I think we'd be open to meeting up with you guys.
Yeah. Don't, as long as you're not a serial killer.
Yeah, don't murder us.
We might be, though.
You never know.
All right.
These next few questions are food related.
Fun!
Yum. This is a multi-part question from Danny. What is your guys' favorite cuisine to eat? What's your go-to plant-based weekday meal? Favorite beer or brewery?
Favorite cuisine to eat? I don't have a favorite. I like all cuisines, honestly. I'm willing to try anything. I grew up Puerto Rican. I like spicier, bold flavors. I like fusion food.
Say our go-to weekday meal would probably include ramen, because we love some noodles with a little Asian flavor.
I make a lot of rice and beans. And tacos. We love tacos. Holy crap.
Yeah, we do eat a lot of tacos.
Favorite brewery and beer? We're IPA drinkers. all day.
IPA or pale ale?
Pale ales.
Pale ale.
Yeah, she's feeling the whiskey. We've been to so many breweries around the country. Oh my god. But I think Modern Times Brewing in Portland.
Okay, yeah.
Because they've got a lot of hazies. We love hazy IPAs, and the vegan food there. It's all vegan menu, and it's incredible. It's like,
vegan bar food.
Vegan bar food, which is like at a elevated level. Yeah, I also really love Sierra Nevada in Asheville because it's just a beautiful brewery. It's ridiculously big,
huge, and they have a big patio out back with like games and stuff. And it's dog friendly. We like that one. Melbourne asks, what's the first meal you plan to make in your new kitchen?
A freaking pizza in my new oven, because I didn't have an oven before. And Abby's probably going to bake a dope-ass vegan dessert.
I want to make some brownies in there.
Yeah.
The last food question is from D. Valet, who wants to know, are the cooking tutorial videos going to stay on Patreon, or can we get them back on YouTube?
Oh, I would love to, honestly. We gotta start making some of that vegan milk money, you know what I'm saying? Me and Abby have to support ourselves. We have to start, taking that in consideration.
The Patreon helps a lot.
It does, yeah.
It really helps. When we are back on the road in the van full time, we will include, what we're cooking in the vlog in that video. So you will see us cooking, or you'll see Natalie cooking.
Yes. Yeah.
But for the tutorials with the recipes, you're going to have to go to Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay? It's only $1 a month.
It's only $1 a month.
And it helps us out.
It really helps.
Much.
Yeah. All of you that have joined, it really does help. I mean, it pays for fuel. It pays for our food for the week. It helps me make really cool meals for you. Gabby said when we're in the van, we're doing videos and we're traveling, like, you guys will see what we're eating.
You guys know how much we love our dogs and how important they are. So we have a few questions that relate to the pups.
They're sleeping in their dog den right now.
Yeah, they are so cute. Shaz Book Owl wonders, how do you deal with dog hair?
Bear is a short-haired dog, so he does not shed quite as much. Luce, oh my god, just tufts of hair come out and just like freaking what are they called?
Tumbleweeds.
Like tumbleweeds going across the damn road.
I do brush Luce once a week, maybe twice a week. So that helps. This is 90 square feet. It takes 10-15 minutes to clean top to bottom. We just sweep every day, get the dog hair out. We do a quick lint roller on the couches, whatever, and that's worked fine. We are thinking about getting a little handheld vacuum, a tiny one.
This time around we're gonna have a vacuum just to get into the crevices, and
we haven't gotten it yet, so if you guys have any recommendations, let us know.
Yep.
Next dog question is from Monica. When one or both of your precious pups leaves the earth, this is a tough one. Do you think you will get another dog to help heal your heart?
Woo! I know you prefaced this with, you weren't trying to.
She did
to
preface
be,
with no disrespect.
Rude, which no, I totally understand. Our dogs are gonna live forever.
Our dogs are old.
They're down there, so I had to say that. We love dogs. We'll always have dogs, and so yes, one day in the future we do plan on having more. But right now we're living our adventures with these babies. They still have a lot of life in them, and they have a lot of adventure left. So
we like having a big dog and a little dog. So I think we might continue that trend.
Probably, yeah. We would love to have a mutt. Do love Frenchies, I'm not gonna lie. We talked about having a Frenchie one
We
day.
love French Bulldog. We can find a rescue.
If we can find a rescue Frenchie, he's on the list. Anyway, this is a long question. We love our dogs, and they're gonna find the fountain of youth. Okay, next question.
So moving on to a different topic. This one's relationship, couple, Q&A stuff. Okay? Patricia Griggs asks, when did you know you were gay? I'll start. My parents were very religious, Christian Baptist, and by that I mean I couldn't listen to secular music or watch most regular TV shows. I didn't go to public school. I was very sheltered. Because of this, it took me a really long time to even realize that I was gay to myself. I had to go through a process of losing my religion and expanding my mind in order to find myself. I had always felt different, and that I didn't fit in, and I didn't know why. And it wasn't until I went out into the world, I traveled, I met a lot of different people that I was never exposed to as a kid, that I had that realization. When I was 25, I came out to myself. And then a year later, I came out to other people. So, 25, 26. was how old I was, and it was a long process. I'm just glad that I came out. And looking back, I can see all the little signs of like, oh yeah, you gay, right? You gay. It's really special to me to now be fully 101% myself and to be with, my soulmate, the person I love. And yeah, it's an amazing feeling. If you're struggling to come out, or maybe you just feel different and you don't know why, just keep exploring and it'll come.
My story is very different. I knew very young that I was gay. As far as like being able to put it into words what it was, I wasn't sure, but I knew I liked girls. In college, I was exploring being bisexual. So when I came out the first time, it was, me saying I was bisexual, but that was me still trying to understand exactly who I was. So I did date guys for years, actually. It was probably my mid-20s when I finally was like, okay, I'm a lesbian. I made that known to myself. As far as my family, they were very, accepting of it. They actually approached me about it. It was one of those stories of like, they sat me down and said, do you have something to tell us, kind of thing? And I tell them and they're like, oh, we knew, So I felt very fortunate to have that experience with it and a lot of support. I still struggle with my sexuality as far as like how I want to, who I want to be as far as my androgyny goes. So I still feel a lot of my feminine traits, but I appear very masculine a lot of the times. But I'm a very emotional person. There's just a lot of fluidity that I have, but I definitely identify as she. I found my forever in a woman. Yeah, I gay.
So this next question is from, great username, Sendorgasm and Willow Rose, who both want to know, how did you guys meet and how did you know you were each other's person?
Oh my God. We're answering these, literally we're reading the questions on a prompt, but we're answering these off the top of our head. So
we didn't write anything out, because
normally
this is our style.
Normally I'd probably write a poem for you about Abby and why she's my person. Yeah. But we met through a mutual friend. He had an attraction for both of us, so for a long time he didn't allow us to meet each other because he literally said that we would fall in love and get married. And he was right. So we all finally went out one night months later after he had talked about, us to the other one. And we had a great time for like 4 months.
And then she ghosted me for 3 months.
I did. But it was for a good reason. I was trying to protect her. Timing is everything. We saw each other again at an event 4 months later. And, the rest is history.
And here we are. I was 29 when we met. I was going into my 30s like, yeah, got my girl, ready to go. 30's
her down.
Be lit. 30's gonna be lit.
I'm still trying to go out. How do I know that Abby's my person? Well, she just is. I've never loved myself more. I think she helped me understand that I was perfect as I was. And that was the first time that I didn't feel like I had to try so hard to be who I was to love somebody else.
I don't know what kind of hoes you were dating before me, but clearly
oh my God,
they weren't right one. Okay, I'm the one.
No offense to anyone that I'm still friends with.
We naturally have a lot of confidence and trust in our relationship. Yes. So that breaks down all the barriers. Yeah. And I think that's why we clicked and why it worked so well is we just have this confidence and trust in each other. How did I know Natalie was my person? God, I just knew. It's stop.
I tell you a story. So I peeped around on Instagram and there was a photo, a drawing, and I looked and I was like, damn, that looks like me. And it was a photo that she had found of me and drew me and put it on Instagram.
Okay, so let me tell you about
this. Dang.
Let me tell you about this. The night we met through our friend John, we had a great time. I gave her my number because I was like, oh, she's cute. I really like her. We click. I want to get to know her. So I gave her my number. Well, she didn't call me. She did not call me.
She didn't call me, though. Yeah, I was a player by then.
It was a little sad because I just thought we hit it off so well and we clicked and I thought things were going to go somewhere and she didn't call me. So in order to process it and get it through my head, I go to art. Literally, creative expression. It's always been a part of my life. So I go to her Instagram, I find a picture, I get my charcoal pencils out, my paper, and I draw her portrait. It's my way of putting my emotions out there. I put it on paper and then I release it. Once I've drawn the drawing, I just feel so much better. And also, I put it on Instagram because I was like, maybe she'll see it and give me a call.
I
You know?
did, though. It worked. Tangent. Thank you for that question, though. It was very sweet. It's nice to be able to talk about why I love this girl. How'd you know I was the one for you?
So I knew Natalie was the one for me because somebody I could have a deep conversation with, and then on the flip side, they make me laugh so hard, I'm holding my abs because I'm just dying. That's Natalie, and that's what I've always wanted. I love to laugh, and I love to think deep.
And good in bed. Okay, next question.
That too. God, okay. We were not going to discuss those details, but whoo, it's hot. It's hot. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Rays of Sunshine says, tell us about your wedding.
Oh my God. Our wedding was amazing. Yeah.
So we got married at a cabin just outside of Charleston.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cabin on a lake.
Yeah.
That had an island, a bridge to an island. And we got married on the island with our close family and friends. Yeah,
we rented it for the weekend, so we stayed, and
it was like a going away party.
It was.
We ended up leaving in the van a couple months later. Natalie surprised me with having someone bring our dogs to the venue.
And they were little bow ties.
She got bow ties for them. I'm not a crier, but it almost made me cry.
Yeah, she's not, dude. And our vows were pretty dope.
I teared up during our vows. Maybe someday we'll get the video from our wedding. John.
Ooh, that's staying in. That's not edited. Okay, next question. Need some freaking water. We want to give a little shout out to New Moon Sanctuary for these unbelievable water bottles. You guys, check these things out. Freaking natural bamboo. They're glass, but they come with these amazing slip-ons for, the van lifers so they don't break. They're these cool elixirs. They have crystals inside. This is the coolest water bottle I've ever drank out of, actually. And yeah, if you're into crystals, you got to check them out because they just make you feel grounded.
I want to drink so much water because of this bottle.
No, I do. It really does make me want to drink more, which is important.
Hydration is key.
Also, it says "Stay Wild Moonchild" on the bottle.
I love that.
I'm just in love with
love that.
Thank you guys so much for these. All right, you guys got to check these out. Also, I'm very thirsty. So that brings us to our last question from Cecil Evans, and they want to talk about cannabis.
Mom, if you're watching, just skip ahead a few minutes. I'm sorry. Okay.
All right, so the question is indica or sativa, favorite strain, favorite thing to do while we're blazed, and how has the Queen of Herbs helped or hindered our lives? Weed got me through college, and I'm not saying in a way of like, oh my God, party. I was going through a lot of trauma, and weed really, really helped me. Ever since then, I've been smoking. Obviously now it's legal in most states, and some states are behind, but y'all need to catch up. Okay, we're almost there. It has so many benefits to so many people that actually need it. I wish more people were aware of that. I would say for me, I think me and Abby, sativa is definitely our go-to.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Indica can have me a little, I'm very anxiety prone, and a body high for me can be a little overwhelming sometimes. Favorite thing to do while I'm blazed is write poetry or listen to music. And how has it helped or hindered my life? I mean, like I said, with my anxiety and with a lot of just what I dealt with earlier in life, really helped me get through a lot. We loves the weed, okay? We 420 friendly. And that's it for the questions. We have a couple of dares to go through, though. All right, so my dare to you, Abigail, is from CL Robert 5. They want us to do some crazy couple yoga moves.
All right,
we know like one.
We'll do one.
Hey, we still got it, dude.
We still got it. That was fun.
Barely, but we did.
Thank you, CL Robert 5, for the cool dare.
We got to get back into that.
We do. We love Acro yoga. We need to do more of it.
Yeah.
So the dare I chose for Natalie is from D Valet, who said, I dare you to freestyle rap your van life building journey. Are y'all ready for that?
It's a dare. It's on. So basically, we did a whole music video because this dare's so cool. So that's what we're about to throw down on you now, okay? We did a music video about the van build and just living this lifestyle. Y'all, you ready? You about to see Abby rap. Woo! Here it is. All right, we went all out in our dare. Anyways, thank you guys for the Q&A. Thank you for the questions. In the comments, we would love for you to put something unique about yourself because we would love to hear cool things about you too. We don't want to just talk about ourselves.
Chat with us in the comments. We want to know one cool thing about you. Maybe a unique hobby you have. Maybe something you love. Who you are. Leave it in the comment, and we'll chat with you there.
Yeah. please go get your popcorn, go take a break, come back, because y'all, we about to end this video with a rap video.
Cheers.
Cheers, see you later. Hey yo, so me and Abby wanted to travel the globe. We put our heads together and let the story unfold. We had to lay down apprehension and pick up the unknown. Call the universe and say, hey babe, we're ready to go. Then exactly 1 month after devising the plan, we found a forever home at Turkey's Toe in Charleston. We worked our asses off until success was placed in our hands. We had to stop, pinch ourselves at the dream we lived in. We said, yo, we built a van, now we can travel the country, do whatever we want.
We did that.
Debt free?
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We just built a van to live the life that we intended. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We just built a van to live the life that we intended. Dream big and stay committed. Me and my wife are living proof that you can get it. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We just built a van to live the life that we intended. Hey! After 2 years, so many stories to tell. In the middle of Savasana, and I saw a whale. How about a lightning light show and then it turned into hell? Mountain goats, grizzlies, glaciers on the Highline Trail. Van life is to us, yeah, we knew from the start. Don't mind staying parked at night at the old Walmart. We pull up to a spot, back it in cause we're smart. Picking up litter cause we like to do our part.
Life on the road, yeah, makes your soul grow. We speak our truth, we ain't putting on a show. We're not in a hurry, we like our pace slow. Hashtag slow creep, it's our motto. There's still a long way to go. Throwing peace signs out the auto. They say you reap what you sow, but why do you garden up left those who fall low?
Now nomad junkies and we know what we need. We're rebuilding our van into the cabin of our dreams. Using reclaimed material and creativity, you can watch every week to follow the calamity. We're so humbled by this lifestyle and all its glory. Third eye is open wide and always manifesting. Ways to live a life of intention and so full of meaning. Couldn't imagine any other way to be traveling. Because I said to myself, way back then I would dare become the best part of me that was fully aware of how liberating life was when I was truly prepared to let go and live my life surpassing all of my fear. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We just built a van to live the life that we intended. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We just built a van to live the life that we intended. Dream big and stay committed. Me and my wife are living proof that you could get it. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We just built a van to live the life that we intended. Did you like this video? I know you did. Give it a thumbs up.
Don't forget to leave us a virtual hug, aka comment.
And be sure to subscribe for all the how not to's on van building.